Take 1 of self-care. Good morning, friend. It's Wonder Wednesday, and I'm so glad you popped by to start today with some wonder. If you're like us, you look at these brief moments of coffee and contemplation as a form of weekly self-care, taking the opportunity to care for yourself through curiosity, introspection, and conversation in the middle of the week is an act of joyful rebellion against societal pressures to hurry up and go instead of to slow down and think. We're grateful to be a part of that and excited to dig deeper into this week's important question. So let's get to it. Today's wonder is, how do you practice self-care? Self-care is all a buzz on social media, and everyone has their own unique take on how best to care for yourself. I think we finally all agree, though, that in order to really care for others, you have to reserve some time and space to care for yourself as well. It took me a long time to figure out that when I'm depleted and exhausted, I'm not much good to the people that I'm trying to pour myself out for. I still struggle, as I think many of us do, with prioritizing self-care on any kind of regular basis. But as my children grow older and I see that they too can have a tendency to run on empty instead of taking time to fill up, I'm trying harder to lead by example in what it means to practice self-care as a way of fueling up so that we are at our best to serve and love and care for others. There are so many ways that you can practice self-care. Search up the hashtag and you'll find no shortage of inspiration. But I think the aspect of self-care that I see most missing from my own life and the lives of the people around me is consistency. Like, you can't just take care of yourself once a week. You're not a cactus. You need care every day. I think some of this mindset comes from the way we view self-care. If you think of self-care in the treat yourself kind of way, or associate self-care with vacations, spa days, shopping sprees, and splurges, of course you're only going to find time and money and internal justification to practice that kind of self-care every once in a while. That's why I think it's so important to frame self-care in self-introspection. I practice self-care by paying attention to what it is that I need, to what I'm missing, and to what makes me feel most aligned and alive on a regular basis. For me, that often looks like time and space. So I practice self-care by creating margin and holding space for quiet and rest in my calendar. I have many different ways that I like to use that time and space for activities that make me feel filled up. Reading a book in a sunny spot, listening to a record, taking time to pray, journaling, a warm bath, a tech-free night, me dates. You can read more about my favorite ways to practice self-care in a blog post on wildpreciousnow.com. But what I really want to know is, how do you tap in to what you need, and what are some of your favorite ways to care for you on a regular basis? You can comment below or take a picture now. post of your own on Instagram or Facebook. However you choose to share, please tag us so that we're sure to see it and so that we can share your ideas with the rest of our wild and precious friends. I am loving the conversations that Wonder Wednesdays are bringing our way, and I'm so grateful that you're choosing to care for your sense of wonder and allowing us to be a part of that process. The world needs you, friend, so take good care, and I hope you're making the most of your one wild and precious now.
You wearing a mustache?
Yes. Do you know who I am?
Mustache.
I must ask you a question.
Oh!